going to be a quick review of a gun that I picked up to fill out an order that I had to finish. It's an R357, as you can see. It's a Zastava. It's an ASG gas gun revolver. Okay, in the box, you get this nice little box. Styrofoam on the bottom here. And inside the styrofoam, you got the little instruction manual in English, pretty good, on how to load the BBs, put the gas in, and adjust the left or right sights on the top. That's about it. The box does say hop up, but it is a fixed hop up, and I guess that's what they're talking about. You get some, looks like 2.0 BBs in here. They're a little bit better than the 1.2s. For this gun, it would probably be great. This gun is simplistic, $40. I'll put the link in the description. What you see here, it's molded fast. There is no, the cylinder doesn't spin. The trigger does move. Okay, it is a double action. As you can tell, I got gas in it. Simplistic thing to do. I'll show you how to load it. You press this little button here on the front, and the BBs go in this tube here. And when they're loaded in, they go back in the gun. Clicks in place. Fill valve for the gun is right here. $40 gun. I'm going to keep saying that. Relatively inexpensive. The gotchas right out of the box that I found. When I filled it up with gas, I just put a quick touch of gas in it just to see how it is, and you can hear it leaking. I've since filled it up at least 3 times with like double silicone oil inside the propane, and it has stopped leaking. Second gotcha is when you are removing this tube here where the BBs reside. They don't reside in the cylinder, there's no shells. You press this little button here and this comes loose, and you gotta watch you don't break this off. It's very, very flimsy. When I was putting BBs in it the first time with my speed loader, I overfilled it and the spring popped out. You're able to put it back together. It's really not a big thing. It does have a catch here where you're supposed to be able to pull this back and catch it on the side. It doesn't stay. You have to actually use your hand and load it up with BB. Now I'm going to load it up with a few BBs here. These are 2.0s. Okay. And we're going to do a chrono with this once I load it. Lightweight, shoots decent, and I'm going to show you in the shooting video following this. Gets out to a certain distance. Has a big ASG logo right on either side. Supposed to be a low FPS, but we'll find out in the chrono that I'm going to do right now. Okay, I filled it up with gas and filled it up with a bunch of BBs. So there was the first shot I did. Let's see how this works out. I'm trying to hold it with my hand at the same time here. I'm out of BBs now. As you can see, our FPS was all over the place, from down to low 200s to all the way up to 290. Depending on the gas, and if you shoot, let it sit for a second, shoot again, I think you're getting higher FPS that way. It's a lot of fun though. Let's go out and shoot it, and then I'll give my final conclusion. Okay, we're going to do the shooting test now. Just want to show you where I'm at. I'm 68 feet away from that, and I'm going to try to hit it. It's 40 some degrees outside, just stopped raining, so I figured I'd come out here and fire a couple of rounds off. Okay, we're going to go 68 feet. And we're out. One of the things that I'm going to do in front of the camera so you can see it is load this up and then shoot it. I'm even so brave out here, I'm out without a coat. Alright, simplistic, like I showed before, loads in the gun, ready to fire, cock back, and you gotta watch the gas. And we're out. One of the things that I'm going to recommend people do is leave the hammer cocked back. When it's pressing on here, it releases the gas and it leaks a little bit. When this is open like this, it seems to maintain the gas. I put gas in it and went away for about a half hour, came back and the gas was still in it. With the hammer closed, it all went out of the gun. On the docs, it is saying to empty it all, but I don't really think you have to. Okay, as you saw in the shooting video, it does get out to 68 feet. Anything farther than that, you're looping them in. This is a fixed hop-up, so you're not going to really get a lot of range out of it. I'm using .20 BBs for the chrono test, and I was shooting 2.0s. $40 gun. Let's go over pros and cons. Pros, $40 gun. I'm going to keep saying that. It's a cheap gun. It's decent construction. The pistol itself, it's got some metal trigger guard. The trigger itself is some kind of plastic, but the trigger hammer is metal. That's about it. Nice fake wood grip. And the price. Shoots decent range. You know, you're talking 200 to 290 for FPS. And lightweight. Cons. When I first opened up the gun and put green gas in it, it did leak a little bit. Might have been just mine sitting around. Overloaded it with silicone oil, put it in 3 times. It has since stopped leaking. The only drawback is, what I'm seeing is you only get like 2 magazines out of the fill before it's almost out. So that'd be 24 shots out of this. That's a pro, a con, depending on what. Now, it was only 40 degrees outside. Maybe in a little hotter weather you'd get a little bit higher FPS. It's about 72 in here. So probably around 250, 260. I don't think you'd want to run anything heavier in this, but as a CQB weapon, this would be awesome. A lot of fun, cheap price. Green gas, that's the only bad thing. I don't know if this would have been any better as a CO2 gun, but it's a good buy. $40. I keep saying that. So if someone's interested, I'd snag it just for having an alternate gun for CQB, just for something fun. Now this doesn't compare to my wind gun CO2 that I have. It's like night and day, metal construction on that and 6 shells and the whole 9 yards. But the fact that you get 12 shots out of this makes it pretty fun for a CQB environment, for a fast game. Hope that helped some people that were thinking about snagging this. You know, if you got an extra $40 you want to send, or spend, not send, send, yeah, spend at EVIKE, snag this. Maybe get it with a coupon code, get it for a couple of bucks cheaper. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video on this $40 gun, and have a good day. The fuck was that?